All right, good morning, everybody. Let's just start by taking some nice deep breaths in and exhale. So today we're going to be down on the floor for pretty much the entire class. You are more than welcome to modify. You can use a chair, you can use yoga blocks. You can do a lot of these exercises standing. So you can absolutely modify as needed. We're going to do one more. Good. Let's roll the shoulders up, back, and down into our back pocket. Oh, sorry. No, not what I wanted. Having one of those days today. All right, we're going to bring it in the center. We're going to open and then give yourself a nice big hug. Here's 2 and 1. Bring it in, arms down by the side, ear to shoulder, side to side. Oh my goodness. Good. Let's bring the head up. We're going to turn to one side, turn to the other. Good. Let's bring it into the center, and we're just going to start to reach up towards the ceiling. Just a little bit of a side bend. So lift the ribs, keep the hips nice and steady. So our goal here is just a little assessment. How are you feeling today? And then to start to wake up those muscles. Two, one. We're just going to keep the hips kind of steady and just start to rotate from our rib cage up. So lower body doesn't move. It's just a nice, good reach. Good. 2 and 1. Bring it into the center. Feet hip width apart, toes pointing forwards. And we're going to start with our hip circles for today. Good. Let's change direction. Good. Bring it in the center. We're going to open out from the hips down. We're going to do a little bit of a duck foot. And again, we're going to go through and just do some nice good hip circles. And then change direction. Good. Let's bring it in. And now we're going to rotate from the hip down, so that we're a little bit pigeon-toed. And again, just start with your hip circles. Everybody's a little bit different on this one. Some people will struggle a little bit. Good. Change direction. Good. Let's bring it into the center. We're going to take that right leg and we're going to swing front to back. Start to wake up those hips, that hip in the joint, in the socket. So just nice, good swing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch. Same thing on the other side. So just a nice, good swing. You are welcome to start with little swings and then start to make it a little bit bigger as you're comfortable. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to switch it to our side leg. So you can be by a wall or by a table, just somewhere that you have room to move and swing that leg forward and then across, or side and across, without accidentally hitting something. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, switch it over to the other side. So just out and a little cross. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, come back to the center if you had to move. Give yourself a little bit of space. Wide legs, and we're going to do just a little double pulse and double pulse. Good, so side and then side. Good, here's 2. 1, bring it into the center, keep the legs wide. We're going to hinge at the hips and we're going to go forward, middle, and back, forward, middle, and back. It's a little bit of stretching the hamstrings, reaching forward, center, and then back behind you. If you can reach the floor, great. If you can't, that's okay too. But we want to try to keep as neutral of a spine as we can. Think in front of the feet, between the feet, and then behind your heels. Hinging at the hips, knees are straight, keeping the back neutral instead of rounding the back. Good, one more. Forward, middle, and back. Carefully bring it all the way up. Take the arms out to the side. Side lunge, and we're going to do a little torso rotation, reaching for the knee if you want to start a little bit higher, or reaching for the calf, or we can start to reach towards our toes, our ankles. I want you to think about opening your shoulder up towards the ceiling while your opposite shoulder rotates down towards the floor. Good, 2 more. 2 and 1, and now we're going to walk it out to our plank. I'm going to move, keep the wide stance. We're going to walk it out to a plank and hold our plank. So hinge it forwards, walk it out. Good plank position, lift up, down dog, and then back to plank. So we're focusing on movement here, focusing on shoulders, a little bit of core, a little bit of hamstring. Nice, good stretch. Good, couple more. Just 2 and 1. Now we're going to walk ourselves all the way back up to a standing position. Nice and slow and steady. We're going to grab a quick drink of water if you need it, and then we're going to go ahead and get started with our stretch. So this is also your opportunity to grab your yoga blocks or to grab your cushion or your pillow if you need that today. We're going to be on hands and knees quite a bit. We're going to start with some forward folds, and then we're going to take ourselves out, and then we will head down to the floor. So I'm going to start at the end of my mat just to make things more convenient. We might change it later. But we're just going to take our legs a little bit wide, and it can just be the width of the mat. It does not have to be super, super wide. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to forward fold. And I want you to hold the forward fold, and I just want you to let your body kind of drape towards the floor. If you don't want to get to the floor, or you struggle to get to the floor, you can have a chair so you can fold forwards and have your hands on the chair. Good, and then we're gonna slowly roll ourselves all the way up. Nice and steady. Good, we're gonna lift up, big breath in, and reach it up and overhead. Exhale, fold it forwards, and this time I'm going to kind of cradle my arms together, and I'm gonna do a little side to side swing. A side to side swing. And you can see here, I am definitely not getting to the floor, but I feel this in my hamstrings. Good, let's roll it all the way up again. So I'm doing a very slow roll. Good, deep breath in. Exhale, fold it forwards. And again, you can fold it forwards until your hands reach the seat of a chair. I'm going to cradle my arms together again. And again, I'm going to just kind of do a little sway side to side. You can have your fingertips resting on the floor, hands on the floor. Kind of whatever feels better. Good, slowly roll it up. Good, inhale, big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. And just nice, we are doing a little more rounding of the spine here. If you're comfortable with it, you can take the top of your head down towards the floor. If you don't, you can lift yourself up a little bit more. Good, one more time, so let's roll it all the way up. Good, and last time, so big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. And then just nice, good reach, and again, you can kind of give yourself a little hug. Top of your head can drop to the floor if you're comfortable with that, or leave it a little bit higher. Good, now we're going to walk ourselves out into a plank position. So you can just go from where you are, walk yourself out to a plank, hold it, lift up to down dog, back to plank, down dog, and plank, down dog, and plank. Good, now hold it here. We're going to carefully come down to our knees. Point your toes, and we're going to allow the hips to drop towards the floor. A little bit of a variation of up dog, good, hold it here. Now we're going to tuck the toes under, sit it back into child's pose, reach the arms out. And I'm adding a little wiggle here. I'm still trying to warm up a little bit, loosen up my body. Good, take a nice deep breath in, exhale, move yourself forwards. And again, point your toes, lower your hips down towards the floor. So if you're standing, you can do this against a wall or using a chair. It's a little different. Good, tuck the toes under, sit it back, hips to heels. And then back to plank and back to up dog. So shoulders down away from the ears. Good, tuck the toes under, sit it back, hips to heels, reach the arms out. Pull yourself back, forwards, point your toes, lower the hips, squeeze the glutes. It's okay if your squeeze is little. Everybody's body is a little different. Good, one more time. Tuck the toes under, hips to the heels. And then pull yourself forwards, point the toes, squeeze the glutes, and again, you can stay more in a hip plank position, or you can drop those hips down to the floor. Good, now we're going to very carefully lower the upper body down to the floor. We're going to come all the way down, and we're going to go for our scorpion stretches. If you're staying standing today, feel free to do these against a wall. We're going to take our right arm out to the side, palm facing down. Left hand by your chest. Left leg, we're going to lift it up, and we're going to roll into that right side just until we feel a little bit of a stretch. And we're just going to do a little hold. Good, bring it back into the center, and we're going to switch sides. So bring the right hand by the chest, left arm out to the side, right leg bends, roll into the left side. keeping that left arm on the floor from your shoulder all the way to your fingertips. Good, bring it back into the center, switching sides. This time, instead of a straight arm, we're gonna do a 90-90. So a little elbow bend, and then roll into that shoulder. So our shoulder is relaxed away from the ears. We're trying to get a nice good stretch in the chest, front of the shoulder, a little bit of bicep here. Good, switching sides. Same thing, 90-90, left arm, right hand by the chest, right leg. We bring it up and back and behind. Good, bring it back into the center. We're gonna take the right arm out to the side again, straight, left hand by the chest. We're gonna roll into that shoulder. So we went back to our first position. If you're standing, you can do this against a wall, a doorway, or an outside corner. Good, and switch. Bring it to the center. And again, left arm is out straight. Right hand by the chest, right leg rolls up and back behind you. If you're really tight, you might just be a little bit more side lying. You do not have to be all the way up and over. That's 2 and 1. And now we're gonna roll all the way onto our sides. I'm going to turn around just so everyone can see. But we're gonna do side lying and we're gonna do open books. So we're just gonna roll onto our side. Pull your knees up so they're in line with your belly button. We're gonna take our bottom hand and we're gonna pull those knees into the floor. So we wanna try to keep the knees in the floor. Our top hand, we're just gonna reach it out a little bit. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale. We're gonna open that shoulder back behind you, pull the knees in towards the floor, and then the shoulder is going to reach behind you. Come back into the front, inhale, big breath in, fingertips touch the floor. Exhale, we're gonna open again back behind us. Good, inhale, bring it back forwards. Exhale, take it back behind you. Inhale to the center, fingertips to the floor. Exhale, open back behind you. Good, one more time. Inhale, right in front. Exhale, open behind. We're gonna bring it into the center, hands and knees, and we're going to cat-cow. So we're gonna do a little cat-cow variation in between our two sides. So nice, good hands and knees position. We're just gonna take a nice deep breath in. Inhale, gentle arch of the back, lift the chest. Exhale, push the floor away, pull the belly button in, round the spine, tuck the tail. Good. Inhale, gentle arch. Exhale, belly in. Good, deep breath in. If you don't want to arch and round, good, exhale out. You are more than welcome to just belly breathe. Good, inhale, elbows straight, shoulders down, chest and back arched. Exhale, belly button in. Good, we're gonna do one more of these. Inhale, open, and exhale. Now we're gonna roll onto the other side. You can just go over to the other side. Again, I'm going to turn. And we're gonna take it all the way down. On our side, stack your shoulders and your hips, knees pulled in about in line with your belly button. Bottom hand is going to grab that top thigh, pull them in. Top hand is out, deep breath in. Exhale, open behind you. Good, inhale back into the center. Exhale, open behind you. Inhale, center, and exhale. We want to try to keep our knees pulled into the floor. We're focusing on opening the shoulder back behind you. And inhale, versus trying to get to the hand to the floor. Exhale, I want you to think about taking your shoulder to the floor. Good, one more time. I can definitely see a discrepancy in one side and the other. This side, I do not go as far. Good, let's bring it back into the center. We're going to go back onto our hands and knees, and we're going to do side cat-cows. So we're back to hands and knees position. We're going to take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to take our right hip to our right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, left hip towards your left rib cage. So inhale, center. Exhale, and lift. The challenge for this is we don't want to shift our weight into the hip. We just want to imagine there's a string attached to our hip and somebody is pulling it up, and we're making the space between our ribs and our hips a little bit smaller. So inhale up, exhale, a little side bend. Inhale, center, exhale. So starting a little bit slow. Now we're going to go a little faster, so we're just going to go side to side. So just little side bend and side bend. There's 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now we're just going to do hip circles. So we're going to inhale, go to the right, exhale, center, and then go to the left. Nice, good circles. Good, let's go the other direction. Good, bring it in the center, walk your hips back towards your heels. Give them a little bit of a rest. We're just going to kind of give our wrists a break. And then we're going to do a little bit of shoulder work. Again, hands and knees. If you need to, you can do this sitting or standing instead of being on hands and knees. So we're going to take it forwards. And we're going to do our shoulder circles. So we're just going to do a couple for practice. So brace the core. Elbows are staying straight. And we're going to think shoulder to ears. Pinch them together in the back, pull them down, and then press away. So think up, back, and down, up, back, and down. Here's 2, and 1, and now we're going to go the other direction. So we're going to go up, push away, pull it down, and squeeze. So now we're doing a forward roll. Again, belly is in, elbows are straight. 2, and 1. Sit it back, child's pose, give the wrists a little bit of a break. We're going to do those 5 circles again, but we're going to do a little turn to the side as we look. So we're going to do a head turn, hold the head turn, and do our circles. So let's bring it up, hands and knees. We're going to look to the right, and we're going to do our backward circles. So look to the right, backward circles, up, back, down, and around. Here's 4 and 5. And now we're going to do the same thing, looking the other direction. So look to the side, keep that sideways look, head turn. We're going to do about 5 circles. Good, bring it in. Now we're going to look back to the right, and we're going to go the other direction. So bring it up and around. So forward rolls, elbows straight, belly's in. Good, going to the other side, same thing, forward rolls. Good, bring it into the center, again, hips to the heels, Reach the arms out, give the wrists a break, give the shoulders a break. Good. Coming back up onto hands and knees. If you need to, you can sit your hips back towards your heels a little bit. We're going to make a loose fist with our right hand, brace our core. We're going to lift that right arm up and out to the side for 3, 2, and 1. And now take it back of the hand, lifts to the ceiling, press back, hold it, 5, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, take the arm straight out to the side, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, take it back, hold it, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, take it out to the side, lift and hold, 3, 2, 1. Take it back of the hand to the ceiling, 3, 2, 1. We've got 2 more just like this. So take it out to the side, lifting, should feel this back of the shoulder, and then take it back, lift. It's okay if it's not super high. I want that long reach. Good. One more time, back of the hand, lift it to the ceiling. Bring it in, take it back, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, sit it back, little child's pose, just reach the arms back. This is kind of a little recovery phase. Give the wrists a break. Good, let's bring it back up. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So good, hands and knees position. Left arm, make a loose fist. And we're going to lift it up and out to the side. 3, 2, 1. And then back of the hand lifts to the ceiling by our torso. 3, 2, 1. Take it down, out to the side. Should feel the back of the shoulder engage. And then take it back. Good. Bring it in, out to the side, lift. And back. Good. Out to the side. We have 2 more. So just nice, good lift, parallel to the floor. Lower, back of the hand to the ceiling. Good. One more time. Lift it out to the side. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. And then back behind you. 2, 1. Bring it in. We're going to walk my hands back to my knees. I'm going to roll my shoulders up, back, and down. Give them a little bit of a break. And now we're going to work on a little bit of hips here. So we're going to go for our world's greatest stretch. So this is our runner's lunge position. So we're going to walk ourselves out into a good plank position. Lift ourselves up into a high plank on our toes, and we're going to step the right foot forward. So the right foot is by the right hand, and then you are welcome to drop that left knee down towards the floor. And I'm going to take my right hand and place it on my right thigh, and I'm just going to wiggle my hip in and out a little. If this is challenging on the floor, you can be in a lunge position with your hands on the seat of a chair or even on a countertop. So you can modify and be on the floor, or you can be standing. Good. We're going to take that right arm, we're going to drop the elbow down towards the floor, and then we're going to open that arm towards the ceiling. So we're turning and using the arm that's on the same side as the foot that's in front. So just a nice good forward fold, and then lift it up towards the ceiling. So hinge and open. They call this world's greatest stretch because we're getting hip flexors, hamstrings, inner thighs, torso rotation, little chest. So a little bit of everything. Good. Go ahead and bring it in. We're going to take that hand to the floor. Lift the back knee off of the floor. We're going to step back with the right leg. Adjust as needed. Step it forward with the left foot. If you'd like, right knee goes down to the ground. Left hand, we're going to place it on that left thigh, and we're just going to do a little side-to-side wiggle. This is another one, if you would like to be on the floor, but you still kind of struggle with this one, have your hands on yoga blocks or a step bench. You can elevate yourself a little bit. Good. Now let's take that left arm, forearm goes down to the floor, shoulder opens towards the ceiling. So forearm down to the floor, open to the ceiling. So it's just a little flow. It's okay if your forearm doesn't get to the floor. We take it down, and then we open. So shoulder, again, rotates towards the floor. Shoulder opens towards the ceiling. Reach the hands up. Good. Let's go ahead and take the hands down to the floor. Again, we're going to lift up, step it back. And now we're going to step one foot forward and then step the other foot forwards. And a wider stance is going to make this a little bit easier. Toes out to the corner is also going to make this easier. And we're going to start to drop our buns down towards the floor. Now you always have the option to just sit on your buns. You can also place something underneath your heels. If you elevate your heels, a lot of times it makes it a lot easier for a lot of people. Some of you may be able to take your hands off of the floor, and you may be able to come into more of an upright posture. If you're looking at me like I'm completely insane, you can absolutely sit in a chair and just have your legs out and pulled in as close as you can and gently press those inner thighs out. Add a little bit of a wiggle. Now we're all going to go ahead and come down and sit on the floor. We're going to take our legs out a little bit wide and we're going to go for our 90-90. So we're actually just going to take both legs over to one side, both legs over to the other. So just a nice good side to side. So you can have your hands by your hips supporting your body. So have them close by if you can. Try to sit as tall as you possibly can. So just nice, good side to side. Good. 4, 3, 2. Good. One more each direction. Good. Now we're going to bring it up. And we're going to come over onto hands and knees. And then we're actually going to take the legs back so we're in a low plank. And then we're going to take our knees and our feet wide. And we're going to walk ourselves up to a standing position. So you can stay on your knees and kind of walk back. I'm going to lift up onto my toes. And I'm just going to walk myself all the way back up. Nice and slow. Standing position. Take your time. Shoulder rolls. And if you have to come up to standing a different way, that's okay too, no judgments. I'm going to come to the center. I'm going to take my legs nice and wide. I'm going to keep my legs straight. Arms can be across the chest, or some of you know we can bring our arms up. We're going to turn to the right, and we're going to draw a smiley face. Legs are straight, hinging at the hips, over to the left and then back into the center. Turn to the left, hinge it forwards, and then bring it all the way up and around. And again, if you would like, arms can go up. We turn, we hinge, we brush the floor, and then we come back up in the middle. So we turn, we circle, and we bring it all the way up into the center. This is a little bit more advanced. There is nothing wrong with keeping your arms across your chest. Turn, hinge. Again, trying to keep the spine pretty neutral here versus like we did earlier where you rounded your spine. I want you to try to work on those hamstrings, straight knees. Good, this is our last one right here. Circle it out and around and bring it up. Good, and we're going to keep the legs nice and wide. We're going to do a little hinge. This is a good one to have your hands on a chair or on a couple yoga blocks. Because we're going to try to reach down towards the floor, and we're going to open that right arm up and towards the ceiling. So if you need to, you can have your hand on, your shin. Don't put it on your knee, but on your shin or on yoga blocks. Good, and let's switch it over to the other side. So rotate, reaching that shoulder up. We want to try not to reach the hand up and forget to open the shoulder and the torso. So if you're really tight, you might be opening to the wall next to you. Good, we're gonna do it one more time on each side. And remember, modify. Have your hands on the seat of a chair. Something to make this a little bit easier. We all have stuff that we struggle with. This is one for me. Good, bring it in, and then switch sides. So we're opening the shoulder back behind us. Push the floor away again. You might be out here if your torso is really tight. 2, 1, hands down, and we're just going to roll ourselves up very slowly. Take your time. When you get to the top, roll the shoulders up, back, and down into your back pocket. And we're going to carefully walk ourselves in. Nice, good standing position. Feet hip width apart. Big breath in. Spread the fingers, spread the toes. And exhale. Good. One more time. Big breath in. And out. And you are all done.